Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Wednesday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, it's going to be a lovely one for today on the Western Slope and the Grand Valley because we got some nice, clear, and sunny conditions expected for today. We're still waiting on that sun to rise on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, but we're still seeing a lot of that brightness from the harvest moon, highlighting some of the details on those mountain ranges. It's very early in the morning, but we can already see some details up on Mount Garfield. We're expecting a lovely one for today, mostly cloudless for a majority of the day here, and then some breezy conditions as well settling in. And then, folks, we got some weekend shower potential pushing into the region, but that's not today's problem at all. Let's talk about these sunrises and the sunsets. Today, we're expected to see that sun fully rise at 7:17 in the morning and set at 6:45. Meanwhile, in just 10 days, well, we're going to be seeing our last 6:30 sunset. Everything else after that is going to be earlier. And then a couple of days after that, our last 7:30 sunrise and everything rising after that. So we're losing a lot of daylight and losing it pretty quickly because this is all in the span of the next couple of weeks. Right now, though, we're waking up to 48 degrees in Grand Junction, upper 40s as well for Nucla and Paonia. Montrose hanging out in the mid 40s with Delta seeing a very chilling 37 degrees at this point in time. Glade Park at 50 degrees. We're kind of all over the place as far as temperatures for the Western Slope right now, but we are expected to warm up pretty gradually throughout the day. For that classroom forecast, that first bell's ringing to 48 degrees and some sunny skies. Like I mentioned, things really starting to warm up for those afternoon hours after school activities, seeing 81 degrees. Now, this should hopefully be the only day this week that we see 80 degrees, but we are getting pretty close tomorrow as well. Those 80s officially set to head off around 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon and then continue on for the rest of that afternoon. Meanwhile, the morning hours shaping up to be a little bit on the cooler side, those upper 40s hanging out, and then that sun rising, kind of warming us up into where we will be for the day. For that dog walking forecast, we got K-Burr hanging out with us all week long. And if you would like to maybe see your dog featured on the forecast, send me an email at dbrazelton@krextv.com or shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram at BrazeltonWX. But it's shaping up to be a lovely day indeed to take your best friend out for a walk. Folks, Grand Junction gets over 300 days of sunshine. Today is no different. 47 degrees at 7 a.m., turning into mid-50s for 9 o'clock, and then 11 a.m. ushers in 70 degrees. Only thing to keep in mind is that we're going to be seeing some higher wind speeds. 9 a.m., for example, seeing about 13 miles an hour as far as those wind speeds are concerned. Things are going to be a little bit more mild for the valley itself. Areas like Glade Park and those higher elevations starting to pick up by noon. In the afternoon, that kind of pushes down further south towards Delta, Montrose, and Nucla, and then things kind of mellowing out for the evening hours. But keep in mind, as that storm potential really starts to build overnight for Thursday, for example, we're going to start to see a little bit of that uptick in wind speed for areas like Glade Park. Folks, chances for showers are basically imminent at this point. Thursday night going to be ushering in a lot of storm potential, and then continuing on for Friday and Saturday before things kind of start to dissipate down from there. So expect that rainfall to really start in the afternoon and evening of Thursday, though we will be seeing a little bit of that shower potential in the meantime. But we're expecting to see a lot of rainfall, so let's enjoy these sunshiny skies that we're seeing today because they're definitely going to be not sticking around all week long. As we take a look ahead, though, at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, those low 80s, well, they turn to the 70s tomorrow, and then a pretty stark drop-off as we see another round of weekend showers, 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. A little bit less for Montrose, but still pretty likely that we'll be seeing those happening over the weekend and maybe even sticking around for the beginning of next week. Folks, today it's going to be great.